Hi guys, this is Lily.
This is Jen.
And this is Gio. Gio.
This is Gia. We're with 2K Below. And right now we are having some ice cream from Trader Joe.
Because
Hold
it's
The dairy
Salted caramel.
caramel salted.
Sunday and the calories don't count, so we're eating a lot of candy today.
Yeah. We had some pumpkin blonde brownies. Thanks. Now I forgot to have the microphone next to me. Thank you, Jill. And she brought us some candy from Europe. And then we're going to talk about the fad going on right now, the trend with men right now. When you ask them, your significant other, whoever he is, to
You ask your men if they know about the Roman Empire. Because
Gio.
we all know so much about it, right?
So do you know about the Roman Empire?
Yes, and none of these men would think about it on any given day, unless they're a teacher or history teacher, something like that.
I think when you think about the Roman Empire, immediately you think of Julius Caesar and Cleopatra. At least that's what I think.
Here, hold it.
Oh,
When you talk, yeah,
Thank you.
when you talk, you hold it.
All right, and then
Yeah, let
There
me
you
eat.
go.
It's my turn. These bitches
No.
already ate one. Okay.
So I don't want to
This
be
is
too
a good
judgy, but some of the guys that were asked, because I watched a few videos, right? So some of the guys that I was watching looked like they had no business thinking about the Roman Empire.
Like, they just didn't know anything about
He's
it.
like, yeah, of course. And then I would have had like a follow-up question if I was the wife, like, what exactly are you thinking about?
Because I don't. They can't
Because
hear
I
you.
don't think that they know what that means when they answer that question. That's what if it was Europe, maybe.
Why? So you think European men know more about?
Well, yes, I do. Well, it's because
Isn't
European.
that racist?
I don't know if it's
That's
racist.
a
No.
racist remark.
Well, I'll tell you why.
Xenophobic.
Because I went to school both here and there.
Oh.
And here in high school, I was doing things I did in Europe in second and third grade. Okay.
Before?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what I was doing here in high school, I had already done in like second, third grade back home.
Well, I think because they have to learn their American
And
history.
then Europe,
so they
it's
don't
not
take a lot of
just
time.
one country. So Europeans, European countries are all connected and they all have a history.
Mhm.
They all used to like invade each other and things like that back in the day for land and so forth. So there's a huge history. So that's why in school they teach history of all Europe and geography of all Europe,
Mhm.
not just our country. So that's
Mhm.
why I say
That's what I'm saying. Like Americans learn about
just
American
America
history.
and maybe
And maybe-
Canada
I don't
and
think
maybe
they pay attention.
Alaska.
They don't pay attention. They have to travel, and you have to actually
Right.
learn because you're going to like
Exactly. So that's why
ruins or
I
whatever.
said I wasn't coming from like a like a racist place.
I
I
know.
just know from experience of
Oh
going
my
to
god!
both.
I just ate 360 calories worth of ice cream, and
It went to your nipple.
I'm gonna put it back and act like that didn't happen.
It's Sunday.
I
It's
know.
Sunday.
They're so
Sunday.
good.
It's Sunday, you
Look,
guys.
Trader Joe's should sponsor us. 'Cause
They
this is
should
our Trader
sponsor
Joe's.
There is a little bit of caramel
Oh my
right
God,
here
look what I
and
did.
salt. What did you do?
But okay, so if you're a dude, and if you're a younger dude, wouldn't you be already on TikTok and already know why your girlfriend is asking you that? And like at least have a little bit of preparation and go on Wikipedia or something to not look stupid?
Yeah, but okay, I think this is how I'm seeing it.
Like half
Most
one.
guys watch, not
Porn.
most. Yes, they watch porn. Maybe they're watching Roman porn. That's what they want to do.
Cleopatra, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
But you
yeah.
have Andrew Tate. They have this ideology
God,
that
don't even get me started with that.
you know who Andrew Tate is.
Yes.
And
By the
then
way,
and
we are
Andrew
the
Tate was
anti-
from
we are
the
the-
Roman
They
Empire.
act like
Andrew
back
Tate.
in the day, probably with Andrew Tate, they were like this, Julius Caesar type, and all the women were around him, and he was ruling I don't know, like the way men think. I'm trying to justify why, and supposedly
This is why I say that schools differ from America to other countries. Andrew Tate should not be in the same sentence as the Roman
Oh,
Empire.
yes. Andrew
Yeah,
Tate.
but why are they thinking about the Roman Empire now? Like, are they trying to take over?
I mean,
Does
even if-
anyone know how it started?
No.
Well, that's why I would have follow-up questions like, okay, it doesn't matter how it started, but I would be like, oh, so you do think about it, but why? Like, what makes you think about that? What is it about it that makes you think, like, is it because the men were manlier back then? Because they were more...
Is it Minecraft?
Like-
They think they're out battling again?
I don't know. rulers, you know, because there was just one ruler.
No, there's more.
Oh, how
Well,
often do you think
of-
about the Roman Empire? And they say all the time or something because I think they link it with like manhood because the gladiators they had to fight
More
the
than one,
lions
but
and
one
all
at a
that.
time.
Yes. The
That's
one
what I meant.
emperor at a time.
Well, what?
She said there was one emperor for the Roman Empire, and I'm like, no, there was more than.
multiple, but I
No, there's like one at a time.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I think right.
yeah.
They were kind of ugly.
The Romans,
The emperor, like the
I think that was
statues that they have of them, they weren't very. They had good bodies,
Yeah, I
That
was
they
gonna
did.
say they
Their
look
bodies
very
were good,
strong and
but they were
manly.
fugly. Like their faces, they were like
Maybe they were doing that on purpose so women don't lust them.
butterface. They were butterfaces.
But there was that opposite. Like women were after all these men. Like like women, like the rich women there in the empire. And actually, I know this because I went to the Colosseum, and they tell you this on the tour. The rich women would pay them. They were sort of like because you got to think gladiators.
They would
weren't,
pay like the
rich people.
gladiators,
They were like
but they wouldn't. Pay.
they
You mean?
were like a stripper kind of. They were hot. They were
yeah,
strong.
They were just for
It
entertainment.
was yeah.
They were gigolos.
So exactly. So sometimes they
Woo.
weren't like. It wasn't like
Not saying
a rich
anything.
person would have fought a lion or fought each other. They were doing it for money.
Yeah.
So they would do other stuff for money and for the ladies,
You're taking the battle at home.
Yeah. So they wanted people to lust them, and that's why they had all those bodies and that stuff that we don't like.
Who doesn't like? Speak for yourself.
The six pack and the pecs.
Oh my goodness.
Men were a lot manlier back then.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
There's
Like I
no
was
man-
looking at some pictures where guys are like 16 but they look like they're 50 now, you know what I mean? But they were only
Yeah.
16, 17 but they
But
were
they're like
mustache
yeah.
already and like, they were going to war at 16,
And, like,
17 back
hairy
then.
chest.
Yeah, but now they're
Now
their mom's attic
Testosterone.
playing games all day.
yeah,
Now
titty
they
boys.
don't know what a man is. It's like politically incorrect to say that now.
What?
Like if a man is a man and a woman is a woman,
No.
No, nowadays
There's
people
only two
are
genders.
Yes, exactly.
That's it.
That's what we think too.
I mean,
don't get us censored here.
But there's
you learn that in
non-binary.
first grade. When you go to first grade, they say girls' bathroom and boys' bathroom. And that's it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
First
but
grade.
now there's
But now they're-
non-binary. There's people that don't
confused.
want to be anything.
When I went to school, there was
Yes,
two
you
bathrooms.
were.
That's it. Two bathrooms.
There's people that identify as paint colors or
And that's
something
fine.
like that
I can
now.
be a lamp. Shut me up your ass. You know what I mean? Like we can be whatever. That doesn't mean that because I identify that I'm really am. You know.
Exactly. I agree. What I'm saying, like nowadays, a lot of these kids are being brainwashed into thinking that they're a lamb.
But then,
Yeah.
Influenced and
but who's
things-
brainwashing them?
Well, the system.
Schools,
I feel like the
social
schools,
media.
the social media, and then with social media, I feel like we have a fault to that because we are giving them that freedom to be out
I think
there.
they're pushing first to normalize it. So if they have any thought of like, is this wrong with me?
Exactly,
when you're
exactly.
a
Yeah.
teenager, you can
You
be
have these-
curious
exactly,
or whatever.
yeah.
And you have these questions, but now they want to define you immediately. Like, oh, maybe I like women. No, you are women. You should identify as a man and cut your tits
Exactly.
off.
Yeah.
It's bad
I think
out there.
from the school system, like, okay, my thing is, if someone identifies as a girl and they believe they are a girl when they're young,
right.
it's okay. There's
Exactly.
nothing wrong.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it. I
But
just
don't touch their
believe-
bodies. Leave their bodies alone.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with that, but I'm
Mhm.
not gonna. If they say, at turning 14, I want to go and start this process,
The puberty blockers.
no, you can do that when you're 21 and you're an adult and you have a
Oh,
job to pay for all
That's
that.
how it should be, right?
If
But now
still you want to do that by
they're
then,
trying to get them
do it yourself.
converted so
Yeah.
young now. It's so.
So I'm going to be the devil's advocate here, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm going to go against you guys because then I'm going to look at their perspective. Problem is, too, if you see a lot of transgenders are saying, if I would have started early, I wouldn't be having these masculine features when I was trying to become feminine. And now I'm here having to do all this surgery and I'm not full.
It's not normal.
To
No,
who?
but I don't think. Well,
By biology speaking, like
yeah,
you were born,
science.
you were born a male or a female, right? Like that's it.
But now they're stating that, and that's not
If
true.
God wanted you or whoever created humankind wanted us to come out with both, we would have came out with both.
Yeah.
Sometimes
if
we
they-
do.
I don't
no,
know.
very rarely.
I don't
That
know that we
happens.
do.
And only
Sounds
one.
good.
And even when you come up with both, only one
And
can
it's
work.
okay to like the opposite sex. Like I can appreciate a good looking woman. It's okay. You know what I mean? Like we can all look and be like, wow, she's dead gorgeous. She's drop dead gorgeous. And that's okay. That doesn't make me a lesbian.
But the puberty
Or-
blockers don't make them not like grow manly facial. I mean, your genes are there. You're gonna grow like a. If you're a man, you're gonna grow a penis, no matter if you have puberty blockers or not. It's not gonna.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
not
gonna
gonna
magically
stop.
grow a vagina.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
not gonna
even-
shrink in and turn into a
Yeah.
hole.
It's not, but it's gonna stop them from doing all the hormonal
No,
issues.
you know what makes him? It makes him sterile. That's the
I don't
problem.
know. We're messing with
Yeah.
with a lot more than we should, because we're just. I mean, our body has the ability to heal itself.
Yeah.
Imagine how powerful that is. Like some of our organs have the ability to heal themselves. Like that is powerful.
I
Of
think-
course, a hole, when you force a hole in, right? It's going to heal itself. That's why most of them, the transition have a hard time, because the hole doesn't stay when they cut that, and then they,
Oh my god.
yeah, it doesn't, because the body itself wants to heal. It's not meant to have
Okay.
a hole there. So the
Mm.
body shrinks in, and that's one of the, from what I read
Like
and
your
heard.
body's gonna push for its.
Right, because it's pushing back,
Yeah.
because your body is created a
And that's
certain
not
way.
mental. It's not like, oh,
Yeah.
society told you that you're a man, but you can be a unicorn. No, it's like they're going against what's natural. Because
Exactly.
you are born.
And our bodies
you
are.
can deny that fact that you're
Mhm.
born with either with a penis or with a vagina. You
Yeah.
cannot deny that. You can think, okay,
That's it.
I have a penis, but I feel like a woman. Great, that's good, and we're all gonna call you Samantha if you want. But if you chop that off, you're gonna suffer. If you cut your boobies out, you're gonna suffer, and it's irreversible. Imagine grafting skin from your arm.
Oh no.
That's what they do.
So is this guy on 90 Day Fiance? Gabe. So he shared his whole process of transitioning and stuff. They took to create his penis. They went into his leg and pulled this muscle out, but they touched some nerves and whatnot, so they couldn't take the muscle out. So they had to sew him back. They had to wait for him to heal all this.
Oh my
Then they had to
God.
go into the other leg and and literally just take this whole muscle out and put it here. So it's like
And it worked.
and it worked. Yeah.
And it's a fully functional. Like it can.
It said that it has, he has
Can
an
it get-
erection, yeah, because the nerves were connected. That's why he took out of his own leg, so he can connect those leg muscles
Can you
with
orgasm?
the, yes, but it's coming, she's because it was a she, now he's a he, so she's still
Uh-huh.
coming like us, like,
It's a girl.
because he's a girl, so she's still leaking, like when you have an orgasm, if, some people squirt, so she's still squirting.
What? I am so
But-
confused.
Yeah, but it's not gonna. And then it
not-
could look like sperm,
it's
but
not-
it's really not. It's
What are
it's
the words?
female
It's- okay, but
secretion
come on, this
or
is
whatever that
weird.
is, right?
It's just like I'm trying to be very open.
I want to know how we started with the Roman Empire. We ended up.
That's because men are like back then. Men used to be men, and it was
Because
fun.
that's what the women behind the camera should have done. Ask them like, why would you think about the Roman Empire 3 times a week? Some of them were like 3 times a day. I'm like 3 times a day. That's
Oh, I think
bullshit.
They're probably jacking off too.
You don't even
I think they were just
To
on
what?
the spot.
to
You know?
Game of Thrones. Like what?
I think
To the
they did, like,
gladiator.
they didn't want to look dumb or
Yes,
their
that's my
perception of
thing.
them, and-
Exactly. Because
yeah.
I'm like, why? Yeah, they did not look like anyone that would think of that.
Carson
So
Daly
random,
believes
too.
that men do think about the Roman Empire, though.
But,
So
yeah,
there's like
so
a study on
it
this.
was a study. Yeah, so
no,
I still don't believe it. I don't. I really don't.
They're saying men do think about it daily.
No, maybe
Maybe they relate their manhood to that. You know, like
I don't
Hail
believe
Caesar. But who the hell knows? That'd be weird to think about that all day. I mean, you go to I go to church every Sunday. You hear about the Romans there.
Do you think about it daily?
I don't.
you
But
think about church daily?
church. I think about God
oh,
daily.
but church.
God daily, not necessarily
Well, I know
church.
it's gonna be part of my Sunday, so I kind of have to plan my Sundays around.
Is
that.
there an empire, a dynasty you think about daily?
Mm,
No, I actually
I'm just as scared for what is gonna happen in this country, but we're not gonna get there.
as far as what? What are you scared about?
Government.
Huh? with the, are you talking about like the
The country's
leadership and all
going.
that?
Yeah, we can talk about that in another episode. That's fine. But we're talking about the Roman Empire and dudes that who claim that they think of the Roman Empire every day.
I think
them-
females think about the Roman Empire every day.
No.
Yeah, they do.
No.
You think about their bodies.
You know who I do think about
I go
every
to the
day?
gym to look at bodies.
Is that your Roman Empire, the gym?
Yes, there you go. That's it. I'm ruling over everyone there. I'm on my,
Oh my God.
high horse on the treadmill, all the way up, linked up in like 4.5, and then watching over everyone. I'm looking out.
When you do a squat, you're imagining yourself squatting on a guy.
Never. Never.
Lily, what kind of questions are this? I do.
No, never.
I would like to sit on that face.
That's different, but not while I'm
That's
squatting.
it. So you're like, okay,
Not while I'm
well,
squatting,
put it
though,
that
but yeah. I mean, I don't mind sitting on
Okay, you're
people's
squatting.
faces,
And then-
but
Oh my God.
You're squatting, and then Henry Cavill walks in the gym. You're gonna be thinking about that 100%. You know
Who's
who
Harry
Henry Cavill
Cavill? That's exactly
what I was thinking. Who the fuck is that?
Who's Harry Cavill? You gotta show us a photo.
You don't know who he is.
I don't know celebrities. I don't know
Oh.
anyone like that.
He's my husband.
Okay, or future, or is like.
No, yeah, we're actually very much in love.
Oh, he's cute.
Good. Oh,
What does he do?
Was he Superman?
Oh,
No.
Superman.
That's it.
He's so beautiful.
I didn't know his name.
Ah,
No.
no one.
I don't watch the news or anything. I'm not into.
You said that
You
so-
like
yeah.
it, okay.
I'm not into what?
She's not into white guys.
Gorgeous men.
She likes them brown. She likes color, melanin.
I'm not into absolutely hard guys. Look at
She's like that. That doesn't have enough color.
No, I didn't even say anything.
pick one talent. You can be gorgeous.
Just you, huh?
And also
I
so
just know from
manly.
every guy you dated.
Yeah, well, my baby daddy's white.
No, he doesn't.
And
look
he
like
traumatized
anyone
you
I've ever
enough?
dated.
I know. And then after him, I haven't dated a white guy since.
I only date white guys. Oh my
After
God,
that-
please
When
don't
I say
censor me.
white,
Dude.
I mean, like I dated, I'm not talking like black. I dated Mexicans, so it's, that's what I said. And
Ever since I moved to
Indian
the
and-
US, I've only dated American guys.
Yeah, me too. But they are American, but they're like
Been white. I have a type.
Mexican.
Okay, it's not like I dated a lot. I was married for 7 years, and then I was in an open
Yeah.
relationship for 7. So it's not like there were a lot of men in the middle. There were 2.
Okay, you can tell us.
And then-
Just kidding. No, I'm like you because I was with my baby daddy for how long? For like 10 years, 11 years,
Mhm.
and we separated in 2014.
Did I?
And then after that, I've only been in like 2 other long-term relationships.
Yeah, and then all
I don't like date.
all the
to date around.
mingling, all the mingling in the middle.
No, I don't date. I don't
Oh,
like dating.
I like dating.
I have no patience.
dude.
I think like a man sometimes.
Mm-mm.
I'm like the female Andrew. No, don't say that. I cannot be like that dude.
Like
He's
who?
annoying as hell. The female Andrew Tate. He's annoying though.
I like him.
I don't like him.
I do.
I do not like him. He
Yeah,
hates
and
women.
no, that's not true at all.
Mm.
You need to see the videos that
I've seen
he
his videos.
has.
I
That
don't know,
he
like him.
empowers the women, or like I've seen a lot of videos
He
where like.
exploited them. How can he like women?
How do
He's
you know?
exploited- Because that's what he's going to jail for.
How do you know he's in Romania? He's
got
not
charged.
in jail
That's
yet.
why he went there, because he fled.
I
got
know,
indicted.
I know,
Bread.
but I don't know.
I don't. I never liked him. I don't like him, and I
I
don't
don't
like what he. I
disagree
don't like
with
what
a lot
he's
of the-
promoting.
I don't. What is he promoting?
Exploiting girls. He said that. He said you need to meet them young.
You've
And you
watched
can convince
the
them
wrong
to do
videos. You
whatever
have not
you
watched the
want.
same videos that I have. I swear to God.
No, those are the videos he
Yeah.
posts. That's why he.
I know he like. I know. To be
Okay,
fair,
I'll-
he does say things that do make sense, but to me, everything gets erased if he has that in his record, exploiting women and making a 19-year-old open an OnlyFans and profit from that. I think that's disgusting. As a mom of a young daughter, I'd be like, I would.
I don't.
Yes,
And
I mean,
a
if
dude
he
like
really
that.
did that, I obviously that's like what, prostitution in a way. But how is to me is like if How do we know that really happened? Yeah,
keep
it's been
talking.
like, what time is it?
Uh-huh. It's
What time is it?
7:11.
Oh, we
Okay.
don't know. I don't like Andrew Tate, as I told you. I think
Mhm.
he speaks very poorly of women, like they're idiots.
And
And they're
he
only
promotes that
sexual
hate
objects.
to other guys that follow him. That's why I don't necessarily like him. Like, I would never tell a girl we have to hate men and go against them. And sometimes that's what he says.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. You know,
I
like.
didn't hear these. I did not see.
You
these
just like him
videos.
because he lives in Romania
No,
right now.
it's nothing to do with
Yeah.
that.
Like,
She's
it's
like,
by
oh,
association.
she's
I
like,
have not seen
he's my neighbor. Just
No,
like,
I have. No, dude, I'm telling you, I'm gonna look for the videos that I normally see of him, and I'll send them
Well,
to you. So
maybe he's
you can see
promoted-
the way I do. 'cause
Maybe he's promoted in a better light in
But you know
Romania.
the algorithm on Instagram. It's whatever you.
They promote him.
I was telling you about.
Uh-huh.
So all the videos that come up on my thing of him,
Uh-huh.
I mean, they're not negative, but they're like I've never heard him degrade women
I've
on
heard
those
him.
videos that they come out. And then, I go in the comments just for the heck of it because, I like to see what other people think. And then, a bunch of people's like, yeah, so how come those are not out there just as much as those
But
hateful
I think
messages that
they're
are
both-
taken out of context sometimes?
I don't think it was taken out of context.
I think sometimes
I think
it
he
can
was
be.
trying to, because those videos that you're talking about didn't come out till after.
And then you also
And I
have
think
to understand.
they came after
So
he got
started-
arrested.
So he started with the other stuff.
Yeah.
And then, he tried to.
And the thing is, I think he's trying to clean up his image now
acts.
after he put all this bullshit and all this hate about women and how women.
How is he doing that from jail?
He's not in jail right now. He's out.
Oh, so
He's going to
I
trial.
think
I don't think
he
he's
is
in
going to
jail
jail.
anymore.
He got convicted for it.
Did he
Let's
end
see.
up getting convicted?
Let's see. I don't know.
I don't know, but all I know is that he speaks
Well,
very.
all I know
saying is
if there's something and there's something, like he said it out loud that
Yeah,
he
he
likes
did.
to convince and manipulate women into opening OnlyFans accounts, and he profits from that, and that exploitative behavior.
That's weird.
It's
I
just,
never heard that.
yeah.
I knew he was more on the extremist in the sense that he likes his women to be submissive, which is a lot of times a cultural thing, and a lot of women do like to be submissive.
Yeah, but he promotes like you can only be with a certain age bracket of women,
Yeah.
and if they're not 19, and he only messes with 19-year-olds, and if they're not that age, you cannot manipulate them into thinking like you, and you don't want them to use like just the terminology that he uses to describe women. Like he's basically promoting like the same situation as always. Men can sleep around and have all these women, but as soon as the girl does it, she's a whore. She gets looked down into, and it's like no, like I don't like that speech. And then he has been convicted and investigated over exactly that, grabbing a girl, manipulating her into having sex, filming it, and then profiting it from it.
Yeah, I don't know these stories, so I'm not gonna comment on it because I really don't like what I don't go out of my way to Google stuff.
He's not
But
Romanian no more,
but
and he didn't
I
make it as
just-
a boxer. That's why he had to do this. Shit.
based on my feeds and what it comes up and pops up in the videos that I've seen, there wasn't stuff like that. So that's all I can say.
I think every girl is free to do like even if I don't agree. Like if you want to slip around and be a hoe, go for it.
But yeah, I mean, what is a hoe? Like,
Like somebody that sleeps around is promiscuous.
but I mean, is a guy a hoe? Because if
Yeah.
a guy goes and
I mean,
sleeps around, but
the definition would be the same. If
yeah, but you
were
wouldn't
sleeping
say
around,
if you want to sleep, you wouldn't tell a guy, "Oh, you're a hoe," because you're
I
going
would.
to sleep. Well, you
well, you're a
would,
man hoe.
but it's not as common. Like other women wouldn't be shaming a guy as easy as they would shame another
I think
woman for
things have-
doing that.
I
Is
think
that
things
true
have
or
changed
not?
a little bit.
It's true.
Because you wouldn't want a relationship with a man that does that.
Yeah.
If your man gets around a
Dude,
lot.
I wouldn't want a women or a male. I wouldn't want to be with someone or myself be someone that is passed around like a bowl of mashed potatoes at Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
That is gross. To me, like when I have to like and care for someone in order to give my body to them. It's not just sex.
Right.
But
But then there's other people that do it, and that's fine. If
and
you
that's
wanna do
totally
it,
fine. That's why I said,
But,
what is
but,
a hoe?
But that
'Cause
behavior
maybe-
should end once you're in a relationship.
Right, but for me, for example, like I said, I wouldn't pass myself around unless I'm in a relationship. Well, what if I'm a person that falls into a relationship in 2 months and then moves in with the guy in 3 months?
Okay.
And then
wait,
you
first
repeat
of
the
all-
cycle, and then in
First
the
of
year
all,
I've been
that's
with
too
like
fast.
5 guys,
Uh-huh.
How
Well,
is that
that's
any different than a girl that just sleeps with a bunch of guys?
Well, first of all, you
There's
shouldn't
no
be moving
difference.
with anyone at 3 months of knowing them. That's you wanting a free home. But and then
Well, no,
like,
because I have my own home.
But
But
I
it
guess
did
I
happen
think
where I
every-
had the guy move. My baby daddy moved in with me a
Uh-huh.
month after we met. Right? He moved in with me,
uh-huh.
and
he
so
needed a place to live.
no, he is a CP. Okay, I'm not gonna say
Uh-huh.
much about it.
Uh-huh.
He has a very successful career, makes over 6 figures.
uh-huh.
Very smart, very intelligent.
And you guys had a baby after 3 months.
19 months, but we're not together right now.
But
And
that's
so he
different.
moved in with me literally. We met December 6th, and
No,
by
okay,
the
but
end
you-
of December, he was already moved
But
in
you're
with me.
saying if you meet a guy today, and in 3 months you guys are moving in together, that's too much. That's
I mean,
I think at the 3 month mark, you're barely starting to know the real them.
I agree.
After the
Would I do that? Ask me if I would do it again.
Would you do it again?
No, no,
It's
hell no. But
you're
it
just shooting
happens
yourself
because
in the
sometimes
foot.
you just want to go, like, for example,
to live with a person that fast.
No. For me, like, I come from a different cultural background where we're very submissive to our parents. We're very sheltered. You don't
Mhm.
not supposed to have sex before marriage. You
Mhm.
respect your elderly. Like, we're, very. I was very sheltered. I didn't date a lot. And I've been in all long-term relationships. So when I finally turned, almost 40, I
Mhm.
was like, and my mom was no longer living with me.
Oh, so you were like, "Woo, we're gonna party."
I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna like live it,
Mhm.
because I've always thought about what is my mom gonna think? What are the neighbors gonna think? What are, this
That's very
cultural stigma?
yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
So I always was nervous, and I'm like, now at the age of 38, my mom was like moved back to Romania. She was living with me here in the States,
Mhm.
and I was like finally free. I'm like, I'm gonna do something I've never done.
So you wanted to move with someone immediately.
I didn't want to. It just happened.
It just kinda
We clicked. I felt like we clicked, right? And chemistry
Mhm.
was there. Everything was there.
But you were saying that too. You're like, I would never do that again.
No.
So I think after a certain age,
So,
you
but
already know
that's
that
why,
it's a recipe
you
for
never
success.
know what drives people to do certain things. Like, to
Mhm.
me, it was like an escape, so to say, because I had
And that's
never
what I'm
done
saying,
anything
like, if
so crazy.
if a girl chooses to sleep around and be a hoe, then it's fine. She should be able to do that, and people shouldn't be calling her
But see,
names and
well,
putting her
that's what
down
the
for
thing
it.
is, like, when you say people should be able to sleep around, and if she wants to be a hoe, no, if she wants to sleep around, like, their hoe should not be attached with sleeping around if we don't want to put a name to it, right? So,
Wait, what?
does that make
She's
sense?
saying that if a girl sleeps around
You should
just like
call
a
her a hoe.
man, don't call her a hoe.
Yeah.
But then you're
If she
asking.
wants to be a hoe, because then now
But then you're asking what is
because that
hoe?
behavior, you say that behavior is hoish
But it is.
to you, but not to them, right? Because they're doing it.
But it could be. I mean,
Because you're
I
more
could be-
reserved, or you have more
Not necessarily,
different
but I could be okay.
upbringing.
I could be okay with being a hoe, and that's completely fine.
Yeah, but for me, like a whole, for me, the way I look at it, like I,
Uh-huh.
I was just saying how the culture background is so different.
Uh-huh.
You wait until you're married, and everyone
Right.
knows
Uh-huh.
after you got married whether you were a virgin or not.
Uh-huh.
Here, it's like if you don't have sex at 14 and you haven't had at least 20 guys by the time you married, it's like you can't go into that marriage because you don't know if you're sexually compatible because you haven't explored enough.
Oh, I think that's
Like, you know what I mean? Like, here it's so open. It's like, isn't
Mhm.
it almost like too open where you can
But
almost
I'm
do
saying,
too much?
like in general, girls are called hoes if they, they sleep around. They're more, they behave more sexually. Oh, she's a hoe. That's the name that they're given. And to me, it's like, okay, why are we okay, let's say, yeah, you're a hoe, and so what?
Yeah,
I didn't kill anyone. I
Okay,
didn't
let me
hurt
tell you this.
anyone's
Then I
feelings.
think I act like a hoe because I am, 40. I have 2 children, but I do love to take care of my body. I do love to dress nicely. I like to show
But
off
that's
and
just
show
you
off, right?
being like, oh,
And maybe I give
sexy
that
girl.
energy, and I like to flirt. I'm not being disrespectful,
Mm-hmm.
and I might give out that energy that I want to be approached,
You
that I
do.
want to be effed, right? But then when they do, I'll be like, how fucking dare you? Like, do you think I'm easy or something? But my behavior, and also just because I act a certain way or I want that attention doesn't mean I necessarily would want to go to bed with that guy either.
right.
But sometimes I give out that because like I'm feeling myself.
doesn't-
You're 40, you're a woman, you have a child,
Uh-huh.
you're coming back to yourself. Like, you want to feel wanted and
Mm-hmm.
looked at. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you want to be also like touched by that person. Like,
Right,
look,
right,
but
right.
don't touch me, right? So
You just want to be desired.
I think
yeah.
all women want the attention. And,
Yeah.
and the ones that say, oh, you don't want the attention.
No, you
Good
do.
for you. If you don't
Yeah,
want the
who the
attention.
fuck? No.
Yeah.
Listen,
Just live and let
I
live
was
kind of
walking
thing,
around in the gym with a shirt that says "You're awesome," And this guy comes up to me and says, "You're awesome." And I forgot what I was wearing. So I was like, "Oh my God, thank you." Right? So I go work out, and like 5-10 minutes into my workout, I look down and I was like,
You're like, I think I'm awesome.
and
So
she
thank
knows
you.
this is true because we were in the sauna together, and the guy came to me and he's like, "Do you have any more motivational shirts
Oh,
today?"
yeah, that's funny.
And I was like, "Actually, I do." I had
So now you know you're not awesome.
So yeah,
It was
it's not
all bullshit.
It was all bullshit. It was on me.
You
I
know,
just
I'm
wanted
gonna
the
wear
attention.
it just so I can hear the like the
Yeah.
supportive messages. You know, like positive affirmations.
But yeah, that was hilarious because I'm like, oh, that was so sweet of him. I was like really thinking, I'm like, wow, what a nice guy. Maybe I needed to pick me up because I was really down, you know. Yeah, into my workout, I looked down. I was doing some like pull downs, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, it's my shirt. The guy wasn't complimenting me. I was like, what a slap in the face.
You're like, what? I'm not that awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
Are we done?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Gio, she was very excited. Thank you for being
Oh,
our
my
guest
God,
host.
joining
Of
us
chocolate
today.
for you all.
What are you eating? Let our viewers know.
Well, my European
bueno.
fans from now on. Just kidding.
She only likes Europeans. She doesn't like us Americans. But she's here.
Kinder chocolate.
Kinder
That's right.
chocolate. Can you say that in Romania?
It's the same. Chocolate Kinder. Oh,
Oh, it sounds
chocolate.
That sounds like Spanish.
Yeah, well, the
yeah.
Chocolate.
Latin.
Yeah, like Latin word. Okay.
Yeah, lovely.
Okay.
Well, thank you for watching us today, and remember to
Well, make sure you guys subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Watch us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Spotify.
comment. Tell us what you thought. Tell us your opinion, and you agree or disagree. We
And you
think
can
out
simp
of
on
our
us if
minds.
you like, or
Simp on us.
or we'll telegram. We'll telegraph you.
We'll page you. We'll page you.
We'll pay. See ya.
Thank you for watching.